My college roommate and her friends would eat all of my food, so they ate brains. I was working 2 jobs just to afford groceries while Becca's parents paid for everything. She had a full meal plan she never touched because she'd rather steal my meal prep from the fridge we shared. I'd label everything with my name. Didn't matter. I'd hide containers in the back. They'd find them. I was losing weight because I couldn't keep buying food for 4 extra people. One week I made this huge meatloaf, my mom's recipe with onions and ketchup glaze. Took me 3 hours. I came back from my evening shift and the entire pan was gone. Just gone. That's when I snapped. Let me back up, because you need to understand how bad it had gotten. When I first moved into that dorm sophomore year, I was actually excited. Becca seemed cool during our initial roommate meeting. She had this bubbly personality, talked about how we'd probably become best friends. I remember thinking I'd lucked out. The food thing started small. She'd ask, "Hey, do you mind if I have a little bit of your pasta?" And I'd say sure, because that's what you do. You share. But then it became every day, and she stopped asking. I was working at Target about 25 to 30 hours a week, plus weekend shifts at a coffee shop because my financial aid was basically a joke. It covered tuition, barely, but housing and food, that was on me. My parents helped when they could, but my dad had been laid off 6 months before I started college. They were doing everything they could just to keep their own heads above water, so every penny mattered. I'd developed this whole system. On Sundays, I'd walk to the discount grocery store 2 miles from campus. Didn't have a car, and the bus cost $3 I could save. I'd load up on whatever was on sale. Chicken thighs, store-brand pasta, dented clearance cans, 99-cent frozen vegetables. Then I'd spend my entire Sunday cooking everything for the week. Portion it all out into cheap dollar store Tupperware. Chicken and rice, pasta with canned tomatoes. Nothing fancy, just fuel to keep me going through 14-hour days. The containers would all go on my shelf in our mini fridge, bottom shelf. I'd even put duct tape with my name on it. For the first month, Becca ordered Chipotle constantly. I'd see her parents' credit card statement once, over $600 in a single month just on Chipotle. But then she got bored, or maybe her parents complained, because that's when she started eating my food. At first, little bits. I'd open a container and realize there was less than I'd left. Then one Tuesday, inventory night at Target, I came back and 3 of my containers were just gone. I found Becca with 2 friends, sitting on our futon watching Netflix and eating my chicken stir-fry, my dinner that was supposed to last through Wednesday. They were eating straight from my containers. I stood there in my Target polo, feet aching from 8 hours standing, stomach growling because I hadn't eaten since noon. "Hey," I said, voice smaller than intended. "That's my food." Becca laughed. "Oh, sorry. It looked so good. We couldn't help ourselves." I made that for the week, for my meals. Her friend Vanessa, whose Instagram was full of Turks and Keiko's spring break pics, smiled at me. "You should totally make more next time. This is really good." I felt something crack inside. I can't afford to make more. That was my food. Becca rolled her eyes. "Don't be dramatic. It's just food. We'll buy you Chipotle sometime." They never did. After that, I tried everything. Writing my name in Sharpie. Didn't matter. I'd find them empty in the sink or just left on the counter with crusty food dried inside. I tried talking to Becca seriously. "Look, I'm really struggling financially. I can't keep replacing the food you eat. I need you to stop." She sighed like I was being unreasonable. "God, okay. I'll try to remember. But like, if you're that worried, maybe don't make food that looks so good." I tried hiding containers behind old takeout boxes. They'd find them. I even bought a mini fridge for our room. $75 I'd been saving for textbooks. I could keep my food locked in our room. Worked for 3 days.